YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. This week we have another character breakdown, obviously, but a little bit of a twist. It has two characters because they are twins and I created both halves of the twins. I always knew I'd end up with a character for the BBC's Sherlock. I just never imagined she'd have a twin, or that I'd somehow make them the daughters of Mycroft. There's a surprise around every turn, kids, and my life is full of them. My two characters for the show are Makayla and Makenzie Holmes, twin daughters of Mycroft, Sherlock's older brother. For those who clearly don't have cable TV and don't watch BBC America, my heart goes out to you. BBC's Sherlock is an adaptation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's writings of the ever-clever and ever-wild Sherlock Holmes and his right-hand man slash best friend slash doctor slash blogger slash whatever the hell they are to each other, Dr. John Watson. This show has a habit of driving viewers into fits of rage. The co-creators of the show, Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, who plays Mycroft, are known for being the ones to incite these rages. But that doesn't stop people from loving the show. We do admittedly plot their downfalls from time to time. Pretty much anytime there's a break in the seasons. Makayla and Makenzie came up because I hoped if I made characters, I'd have a better grasp of some of the more confusing aspects of things in the show, and I'd be able to follow the plots better. It was a very false hope, horribly naive of me, but I had to give it a shot. I don't think I intended for them to be Mycroft's daughters. It's just kind of what happened and how they wrote. They are the lights in his life, his most treasured and closely guarded secret, and much like with his brother, he will bring the world to its knees to protect them. When I decided that the girls were going to be Mycroft's children, I knew I wanted them to take after their father and their uncle when it came to their minds. They are as smart and intellectual as Sherlock and Mycroft, but they do continue to take after their father when it comes to a slightly better grasp of not insulting everyone they come into contact with. They both share similar appearances to their father, Makenzie sharing his exact hair and eye color, whereas Makayla has slightly darker ginger hair and she has violet-colored eyes stemming from her mother's side of the family. I also knew I wanted Mycroft to be a single parent, not because at the time that I created these two, not because that I wanted him with anybody, but I felt it would be easier for him to keep them safe and keep them secret if there wasn't another parent involved. I know that sounds horrible even as I say it out loud, but it's just how I felt it would work best, especially with the type of person Mycroft is. So when the girls were about 2.5, their mother passes away from cancer. Harsh, I know, but sometimes you need to be for things to work out how you envision them. Unlike Mycroft and Sherlock, I knew I wanted Makayla and Makenzie to be close to each other, going so far as to their teenagers at the end of Series 4, and they're still sharing a room. They're in their late teens at the end of Series 4, and they're still sharing a room. And what is in my mouth? Okay. However, they're not 100% the same even beyond their looks. As I said, they're both geniuses like their father and uncle, and like them, they focus their minds on different fields. Makenzie has her mindset on becoming a doctor, and Makayla wants to follow her father into politics and then basically end up ruling the UK. We all know Mycroft is the British government. Move on. When it comes to writing the twins, the easiest part is their bond, and not just with each other, but with their family as well. I'm the type of person who will do anything on either side of the legal spectrum to protect my family, and I'm not kidding. Given the level of intelligence that the girls have, their options for protecting their family is so much larger than mine ever will be, and I exploit that as often as I need to. Cross someone they love and you will regret it. It's something I'm known for, and I thoroughly enjoy passing it on to my characters. Hardest part though, writing these two, is their genius. I'm not stupid. I can't be, given the memory, the recall, and the knowledge I have. Like, my ability to retain things that most people are like, why do you even know that? It's ridiculous. I remember the gas mileage on my grandfather's car from when I was in 5th grade. Okay? It's ridiculous. But I am nowhere near the level of smart as the Holmes people. Okay? Nowhere. nowhere near it. Very few people are. So when it comes to writing their deductions and their rambling about things, I often find myself struggling because I'm not sure I'm getting it right or that it's sounding authentic. I mean, I notice minute details of things in a similar way that the Holmes boys do, but nowhere near to the depth they do. So trying to make Makayla and Makenzie similar to that is a challenge, but I am definitely having fun writing it. Unfortunately, being that their uncle is Sherlock, there aren't a ton of positive memories to pick from for best memory. Not from the series anyway, but for side stories, I've got a few, and top of the list is watching their father get married. Now, I know I said I didn't make him single to put him with anyone, and at the time, I wasn't planning on putting him with anybody. His focus was going to be his girls. And then I started reading fan fictions, and it kind of all went downhill from there. And I am now an avid shipper of Mycroft and Inspector Lestrade. So, it's one of those random pairings where you see them together in the show like twice, and it's not exactly friendly, but it fits with how I've written Makayla and Makenzie, and when those two finally do get married, it is definitely one of the happiest moments of the girls' lives. Worst part for writing the twins is Sherlock's death at the end of series 2. Obviously, Mycroft knows his little brother is alive. He's the one who helped orchestrated everything. But he has to keep up appearances, and that means keeping his daughters in the dark. At the time, they're around 12, and while they're so much smarter than kids their age, Mycroft can't risk that they might slip up in public or that they won't be able to act properly while pretending to mourn their uncle. So he makes the very difficult decision to keep them in the dark. And for the girls, losing their uncle is right up there with the idea of losing their father. It's not something they ever wanted to consider, but they had to face the reality of. False reality though it was. It's also the first and only time that Mycroft ever puts being the British government over his children. He sees what it does to them, and he vows never to put them through that again. The original goal with the twins was to get a better understanding of the show. If possible, I think I've confused myself even more. But it's okay. It's not the first time I've done that. Grace is the first time I've done that, and I'm still as confused as Jack when Sam starts talking science. Now, I just want to round out the series for the girls, finish up my side stories, and see if I can actually put a character, or characters in this case, to rest. I'm betting not, but we'll give it a good ditch try, right? And that is it for this week's character breakdown of Makayla and Makenzie Holmes. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Let me know down in the comments below if you've watched BBC's Sherlock, what your favorite episode is, who your favorite character is, who your favorite pairing is, just, you know, anything you love about the show. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy the video. All of my social media handles, as always, will be down in the description below, along with my blog if you want to read the post that goes along with this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload, and I will see you guys in next week's video.